me great joy to come on the channel today to talk about yet another exciting book. My name is Ayodele Muiwata. I will welcome you to another exciting episode of Flip the Pages. Flip the Pages is my YouTube channel dedicated to book reviews, and from time to time I come on this channel with very amazing books that I've taken time to read, and I've taken time to extract life lessons from such. Today is not going to be an exception as we delve into the third episode of the amazing book that we've been talking about in the past 2 weeks. Today is going to be a continuation of this wonderful book. The title of the book is How to Talk to Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere, written by Larry King. I've taken time to read the book, and I can tell you that the book is very, very phenomenal. It's highly recommended. Reading the book opened my eyes to understand the secrets of good communication, and that's actually the title of this series, The Secrets of Good Communication. On today's episode, I want to talk about the dynamics of social conversations. There is no human being who doesn't talk from time to time, and most of the time we mingle with other human beings in different social gatherings, and there is not a single social gathering where humans we gather without conversation taking place. From this book, I gleaned a lot of stuff on how to have intellectually engaging conversation with people in different social circles. Today I'm going to talk about the three major things that I learned that are capable of enhancing your social conversations. I'm very sure you will gain a lot. Let's go. The very first ingredient that I gleaned from this book that can enhance your social conversation is for you to be versatile. In this book, the author took time to talk about versatility and social interactions. If you want to be a great conversationalist, if you want to be an amazing speaker, you have to understand the first rudiment of social interactions, and that is the fact that you have to be versatile. What does it mean to be versatile? It means the ability to engage other people in meaningful conversation, cutting across different spheres of human endeavor. And through this book, I discovered that there are three ways to do that. The first way to become versatile in engaging other people in meaningful conversation is for you to read a lot, read voraciously, take time to read on different topics, read so many books by different authors. By doing that, you'll be versatile, you'll be able to know a lot about different topics, you'll be able to have an understanding of different spheres of human endeavor. That's the first thing under versatility. The second thing under versatility that is going to help you, that is going to help your social conversation, is for you to watch good movies. I'm saying watch movies that will trigger your mind to think. Watch movies that will enhance the way you speak, the way you think, the way you view things. Movies, they are a compilation of events in different places all over the world. If you watch movies extensively from different parts of the world, you are going to have an idea of the cultures of several people. You are going to understand the way they view the world around them. Understanding the cultures of other people will broaden your mind to talk to different people as you come in contact with them in different social gatherings. Watching good movies is a very good way of enriching your vocabulary and also expanding your horizon. The last point under versatility is travel. The author talks about traveling, moving from place to place, researching different geographical locations. He talked about the fact that even when you are within your vicinity, you must know what goes on beyond your backyard. You must be interested in connecting with different places. As you do that, unknowingly you broaden your mind. Unknowingly you get to know other places apart from where you are resident. In order for you to become intellectually engaging when you are in different social gatherings, you need to make a conscious effort. You have to make up your mind to become versatile. It is not something that is going to come to you automatically. It is something that you have to be conscious to cultivate. You must be intentional in cultivating that habit. You must be intentional in being willing to become a better communicator. It may have nothing to do with your line of profession, but the truth of the matter is there is no way you will be relevant if you have not taken time to know how to engage with different people from all over the world in meaningful conversation. Now, let's move on to the very second point. The second point about having a healthy conversation in different social gatherings boils down to your style. What do I mean by style? Your style refers to the way you talk, the way you engage with other people. This book takes time to talk extensively about your style. It takes time to explain different people with different styles. How A talks is different from how B talks. And in this book regarding style, the author is saying that in order for you to have healthy social conversation with other people, you must maintain your style. And it says something that struck a chord with me, and that is the fact that simplicity is the mark of a genius. You have to hone your style, and in having a particular style as the bedrock of your style, simplicity must be the bedrock of your style. Simplicity must be the bedrock of your style. When you come into any social gathering, do not complicate conversations. Try as much as possible to speak in such a way that even a little child will understand what you are trying to say. Do not try to be bogus. Do not try to use heavy words and restrict the use of jargons. Make sure that you use jargons minimally so that you can carry other people along in conversing with them. If you are in a gathering of medical doctors, you are still permitted to use a lot of jargons. It is assumed that a larger percentage of them will understand what you are trying to say. However, if you are in a mixed gathering where you have engineers, you have writers, you have technicians, you have medical doctors, it is not so wise for you to use plenty jargons so that you'll be able to communicate effectively with the other people. In other words, you need to understand the setting of a particular social environment where you want to communicate. It's not so healthy, according to this book, to appear in a social gathering and you isolate yourself. You never can tell the time, the period, and the place where you're going to meet someone who is going to be important to your life in years to come. Social gatherings are a good way of blending with different people as you get to meet a lot of people from diverse backgrounds, from diverse fields, from diverse ethnicity. So you will do well to hone your style. And at the core of that style is simplicity, like I said. Do not try to impress people by using big words in conveying your message. Break it down into elementary crumbs. Make sure that people understand what you are trying to say. At the heart of your conversation, let there be comprehension. Learn how to talk to people, learn how to talk to the young, learn how to talk to the old. Learn how to be courteous when you talk to people. Be gracious, be graceful in relating with people. Make it a point of duty to learn how to engage with people. Learn how to connect with people at the very core of their being. Communication is a vital tool, and you are going to need it in every sphere of human endeavor. Sometimes a lot of people are isolated. Most of the time, a lot of people are cut off from the world because they have not taken time to learn the basic rules of social interaction. Communication is so vital, and having your own style is one of the ways you can work on it. Let me read a little bit from this book before we continue the video. In this book, I'm on page 89 and I read, under this place is talking about your own style. Here it says, another key ingredient in successful talkers is style. And going further, the author says, talking about a particular person, the author continues, that was his method and it was extremely effective. It was compelling but never loud. It was compelling but never loud. Apart from the fact that you need to hone your style, you need to learn how to talk calmly whenever you are in a social gathering. Learn how to talk with class. Do not shout at people because you are trying to make a point. Do not shout at people. Do not raise your voice unnecessarily because you are trying to overshadow the voices of other people. Be classy in the way you engage in social interaction. You can be compelling without being loud. You can make your point without shoving people aside. You can make your point without drowning the voices of other people that are in that gathering with you. I'm so sure that you are getting something from this video. Thanks so much for connecting with me. If you have taken time to subscribe to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. I do not in any way take that gesture for granted. Do not forget to click on the like button, and do not forget to share the video with your loved ones. If you have not taken time to subscribe to my YouTube channel, come on, what are you waiting for? Quickly click on the subscribe button down here. I'll be so glad to have you as a part of my community. Flip the Pages, a community of book lovers strewn all over the world. And in the same way, if you want to write a book and you don't know how to go about it, you have sketches of ideas on your mind, but you don't know how to put pen to paper, that is what I do. If you have any editorial work, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. I'll be so glad to edit your work. I'll be so glad to proofread, and I'll be so glad if you want to write a biography. I'll be so very glad to work with you. Let's work together and change the world, one book at a time. My email addresses are on the screen. I'll be super glad to hear from you. Now let's continue with the video. The last thing that I want to mention under the dynamics of social conversations is the fact that you have to avoid nothing words. I got to realize that I use that a lot. For instance, in some of my videos, if you listen to a 20-minute video, within those 20 minutes, I will have said, maybe like 50 times. I like punctuating my words with, and in this book, reading this book helped me to discover that such words like, they are referred to as nothing words, and to the best of your ability, you have to do away with them so that you can enhance the way you communicate with people. Let me read quickly from the book to that effect. Let's go. Talking about nothing words, you have that on page 96 in this book, nothing words. And let me read a few lines. Certain other words and some noises that had nothing to what we are saying to get across sometimes creep into our conversation. Now, still talking about such words, also known as throw-in word. It says here that people use such words on page 97 for no reason except force of habit. And in page 98, there is an advice about nothing words. The author says, whatever you are talking about, try to leave all these nothing words out of your conversation. Try to leave such nothing words out of your conversation. The aim of this video is to share with you what I've been able to learn about communication from this book. And if there is something that I took out from this book, is that nothing words. And working on it, I'm trying to reduce the usage of such words so that I can become a better conversationalist. Now, let me send a disclaimer at the end of this. I'm trying to tell you that I've known all there is to know about good communication. I'm learning, and I'm still open to more learning. Peradventure, you are listening to this video and you have other things that you can throw in that the members of this community can learn from. I'll be so glad to read your comments in the comment section. What other ways can we enhance social conversations? If there are other things that we need to learn together as a community, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. And with that, I've come to the end of today's video. I'm so sure that you have gained a little by listening. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Before you know it, I'll be back with the final episode under this series, The Secret of Good Communication. Before I come your way with the final episode, this is Ayodele Muiwatai saying thanks so much for joining me, and bye for now.